But we live.
Let me check the stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
page. Let me just check it.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we good. All right. All right. First and foremost, you want to give our praises, glory and our honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Shout out to the hopeful elect. With the brothers again, Virginia and Atlanta, coming with a live stream lesson to edify the hopeful elect out there, and bring this information to you so you can understand what's going on. You know, it's 2020, January 2020. You know, still in the first year of the month, and we have it's been a number of prophecies. There's been a number of prophecies that have been coming to pass. You know, just in the past 3 weeks, man, and it's the Spirit of the Lord is on the roll. You know, it's spiritual that the Apostle Har had named this year 2020 the year of prophecy again. I call it the year of prophecy 2.0 because in the previous year we already had the year of prophecy, but you know it's coming back around again, and you know, like I said, it's on the roll. You know, the rumors of wars. What else? You know, these riots and protests going on around the world. Earthquakes, volcanoes, fires. Okay, this coronavirus outbreak. You know, so all kinds of prophecies are taking place, and these are the things that Yahweh Shai talked about. But it's one prophecy. It's one prophecy that has to be fulfilled before the end of this society actually takes place, before the destruction of this society takes place, and that's the implementation of the mark of the beast and this society shifting towards digital currency, you know, digital money, and that's the volume as well. Okay. Check the phone real quick.
I'm gonna turn it up.
Yeah, you can probably turn it up. Slack, I'm a. All right, and y'all brothers just let me know if the volume is good. You know. But we should be good now. Maybe you just turn the volume up on your phone or your laptop, maybe your headphones. But it sounds good from here, but let me know. We should be good.
Yeah, it should be good.
Okay. All right. Salaki. But like I was saying, you know, before this society is finally destroyed, before America's finally destroyed, this world is going to move towards digital currency, which deals with the microchip implant, which according to biblical prophecy is the mark of the beast. Okay? And the mark of the beast, it has to be implemented, it has to be made mandatory, and then you're going to have, you know, the climax of World War III, you know, the nuclear missiles, and then the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay? And like I said, major prophecies have been coming to pass, different prophecies have been coming to pass so far this year. And another thing that people are talking about behind the scenes, these investors and these people that actually watch the trends, okay, is moving towards digital currency, okay. So what I want to do is I want to go into a couple of articles. The first article that I do want to go into is going to be Matter of fact, you know what? Let's get Revelation the 13th chapter first.
Con.
Okay. Let's get the scripture. Let's get Revelation 13, and then I'm gonna shoot you these articles.
Okay.
All right. Because that's the main goal for Esau to try to lock down this world and try to lock down this society is to get all the people on board with the mark of the beast. Okay, the beast is the system that Esau has set up through NATO, which he wants to use to corral all the people into this new digital world. All right. So go ahead. You got it.
This is Revelation 13 and I started at 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. So if you know anything about the Illuminati, the international bankers, all right, and we know that bankers deal with money. Okay, the the 1%, the people behind the scenes, or the people behind the veil, behind the curtain, as they say. Okay, in these secret societies, we should understand that they have something that's called a New World Order agenda. Okay, a major event that happened dealing with the New World Order was first and foremost September 11th, 1991. That was when President Bush, all right, George H.W. Bush, he gave a speech announcing the New World Order, that the world is going to shift and change to a new world order. And then you had September 11, 2001, where they knocked down the World Trade Centers. Trade deals with money, okay? And when you go back to the people that run the world are behind the monetary system.
That's right.
All right, the international bankers which set up central banks. These are Edomites. Okay, the so-called white man. His top elite are the bankers.
That's right.
Okay, what Alice Jones used to call the globalists.
Yeah.
You know, the globalists. You know, they have the power and the money to make certain things happen in the world, on the world stage. Okay. There's a quote that we always reference that goes along the lines of I care not who makes the laws, okay, just give me control of the money and you can control the people, okay.
Yep.
And that's basically how they operate. All right. So what's going to happen is eventually the people that control the money are going to use their influence and that power, all right, because the scripture says that for the love of money is the root of all evil.
That's right.
Okay? And who loves money more than the people that are in control? Okay? So that's where the evil in this world stems from. That's why they fund both sides. You know, they fund the heroes and the villains, so to speak. Okay? And eventually in their agenda, they want to basically cause anyone that's not a part of this system, all right, that don't conform to the image of this new system, which is what the prophecy is going into. If you don't conform to it, you're going to be killed.
That's right.
Because this system is basically going to be a mandatory system to follow. Okay? And they're already introducing it, okay, developing the infrastructure for this new world order system to be manifested. That's why they're constantly putting surveillance up in these different cities. We have, these different AI robots, chat robots and things being put in, different stores. Okay?
Restaurants.
Right, restaurants. So this is that image being set up. All right, so read verse 15 again, Bible.
Okay, this is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so if you're not a part of this system, And this is being set up. Eventually, they're going to deem you against the system, and they're going to kill you.
Yep.
All right, and there's multiple movies on that. You can watch 1984, or you can read the book 1984 by George Orwell. You can watch a movie with this guy Christian Bale called Equilibrium, where basically, you know, they had no emotions. They were soldiers, you know. You couldn't, you know, show any feelings, and everybody was attached to this system. Okay.
Fifth Wave.
All right. Okay. Fifth Wave. All right. So you got all kinds of movies that show you what a dystopian society is going to look like underneath this new world order. Okay. It's not just a fairy tale or a movie or a book. This is they're actually producing. They pay the authors to put out propaganda to get the people's minds geared towards what the future would be like. You know, the Jetsons and things like that. You know, but they want it all controlled, all you know, all systematically controlled. Okay, through a digital algorithm. You know, everybody, you know, like everybody's information being in one central database. Okay, and if you don't participate or don't take heed to it, then they're going to kill you. All right. So let's go on to verse 16.
It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. So this is. So he said that he's going to cause all. Cause means something that this system is going to basically force you, okay, mandatorily to partake in it. Okay, whether you're a rich person, whether you're a poor person, whether you're a free person, whether you're a bond person. All right, and there's plenty of articles and plenty of information out there that's been put out through different reports over the years of you know, wanting to. There was an article years back where, you know, they were proposing for the UK to microchip his prisoners. Okay, they want to microchip children. They have a chip program, children's health insurance program over here. Okay, and they're already talking about giving them wearables, like wearables and watches, to have the children wear to track their whereabouts, where they're going, whether they on a school bus, at school or in class, and then going back home again. You know, it's plenty of information out there, man. You know, and that's something that Israelites got to do. Okay, they talk crap about Great Millstone and GMS, but the more we talk about it and the more we prophesy about it and say it's coming, the more the articles and the information show that what we're saying is right. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right? And all this information, you know, last year, 2019, was the year of Charagma. Okay? I want to get that word Charagma because in the Greek, that word Charagma is the word for Mark in Revelation 13 and 16. Right? So it said that it's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, so small status, great status, so you can be you know, and this homeless situation is growing here in the States. You know, it's growing. So what better solution to deal with homelessness than, okay, well, you know what, we're going to give you a microchip implant that, okay, first of all, you're going to be able to work again. You're going to be able to be in the system so people know where you are, and we can give you housing, because they're going to try to give these people perks. You know? You know, great, you know, and then of course celebrities, you know, they're going to have access, and they already, you know, have this thing called the black card that certain celebrities have, and they're able to get into certain clubs and places and get venues and things, and a lot of time, a clothing brand will give them clothing to wear for free.
Right. Yeah.
That you see them out wearing these shoes, or you see them take pictures on Instagram and things, and then now the regular populace wants them. Like Fashion Nova will give you a free outfit. You know, these chicks, you know, these rapper chicks and, you know, celebrity chicks, free outfits. And, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, now you got these women shopping on Fashion Nova. They give it to celebrities for free, but you are influenced. That's why they call them influencers.
Right.
Well, that's what they're going to use the microchip for.
Right.
Okay, to influence you to be a part of this new appealing system that Babylon the Great is going to set up. All right, the beast system, which is NATO, because all these organizations, these governments, and these countries are all a part of this one system that they want to implement. Okay, and they're all going to be on board. All right, for a season until the Lord takes them out of the way. Okay, but so like I said, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, to get out of prison, instead of putting people on probation and giving them the ankle bracelet, you know, people can trip the ankle bracelet and you know, hack it and things like that, or you know. So what they'll do is they'll just give you the microchip and say, well, you know what, you're not on house arrest, but we're gonna track everywhere you go though.
Right.
Because we're going to give you this microchip implant. I mean, it's easy. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple, man. Okay? It's not a far-fetched thing to understand this is where the world is going. Okay? Everything is shifting towards the microchip implant, which is the mark of the beast. That's part of the title of the lesson, digital money or digital currency and the mark of the beast. Okay?
That word mark.
Yeah, read 16 again, Mama.
This is a Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And
right. So it says a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So now we're gonna get the word mark.
Okay. The word mark is charagma, and it says a stamp, an imprinted mark, a mark stamp on the forehead or right hand as a badge of followers of the Antichrist.
Right. Antichrist is just a word that means the anti-Messiah. It just means you're just against the Messiah, all right, or against the anointed one, which is Yahweh Shai in the scriptures, all right. And if you're against him, and if you're against the scriptures and the prophecies, then that is what makes you anti. It's not just one man that's going to introduce this, okay? It's anybody that's against the system, because scripture says, for now, there are many antichrists.
Right.
All right? You know, but people overlook that scripture. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as a badge of followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon horses.
Right, so now when you get a horse, right, and this is an example of a mark. That's what Karagma is going into with these definitions, an example of a mark, right? For example, if you go into an amusement park, or you go into a certain club or party, they'll have like them little glow-in-the-dark stamps, right? And they'll stamp your hand, they'll glow in the dark, and you can see the mark. So that marks you, that lets them know you are part of this part of this system here. You know, same thing with horses. When you brand a horse, you know, you stamp it upon their body, and it burns the symbol of the owner. You know, for the most part, it might be like a letter. Like if Harold the farmer owns a horse, he's going to mark, brand the horse with a H. So so when you see a horse that may escape, you see that H. They say, oh yeah, that's one of Harold's horses that got loose.
Yep.
So let me take it back to him. You know. Was there something else?
Yes. I got the word brand too. On the
okay, come on, get that, read that.
This is the word brand on it says Old English brand. It says fire, flame, destruction by fire brand, pierce of burning wood, torch. So being pierced by a burning torch or wood, piercing on you.
Right. The pierce like a piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sword. It says, that's basically the point. Is telling you the different brands.
Okay, hold on.
Matter of fact.
Go down a little bit. Go down a little bit. Might be a little.
Oh, right here. Let's read
Okay.
this one.
All right.
From the it says C1400 to impress or burn a mark up on with hot iron, cauterize,
Cauterizer.
stigmatize,
Stick. Yeah, stigmatized.
originally of the criminal marks or cautionized wounds
Cauterizer.
from brand.
Yeah.
So that basically
Hold on, keep reading that about the.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
It says brand. It says figuratively, often in a bad sense, fix a character or infamy, infamy upon with the criminal marking in mind as a means of marking ownership
Mm-hmm.
or quality of property.
Right, and that's what the mark of the beast is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now in the ancient world, like I said, you had brands, which some farmers still use actual cauterized brands to actually, like I said, brand like a letter or like the, back haunches of a horse or something, you know. But in this new modern day and age, everything is digital. It's easy to put your information in a database. So why would they not put a mark? Well, according to prophecy, they say they're going to put the mark in their hand or in their forehead. All right, and then, so you're not going to put a hot iron in the forehead; that'll melt the brain.
Right.
So they're going to put something digital, like a computer chip, a microchip, a computer chip, that's going to hold all your information inside your hand. You know, the right hand, the left hand, whatever, or your forehead. Okay. So read that. It should be a little bit more.
Okay. Back in Mark, in the blue letter, B, it says the mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. Go down to the Strongs. It says charagma, from the same as G5482, a scratch or etching stamp as a badge of servitude or sculpture, figure, statue, graven mark.
Right. So if you serve somebody, that means somebody owns you. You know, like you're the property, especially if you're a slave. You know, like you're the property of a master. Okay? And is there a root? Because I know it said,
let's see.
that's the point.
Strong.
That's the point. It's the spirit. Because, now go up. Because the root will always be up by the word. So go up. Right.
That root word from the same.
Right there.
You want to click on that?
The rocks.
Okay. It says, the root, it says from Carasso
Right.
to sharpen to a point, akin to, through the idea of sketching. Yep.
Right. So and that's what the microchip implant does. And people are already using it in their hand or in their forehead. Okay. When you have to now for the microchip implant in your forehead, you got this guy Elon Musk. He has a program called Neuralink, and basically he says he wants to hook up your brain to computers so they can talk to each other. Your brain can talk to your phone or your car or your TV or whatever, And what do? They give you surgery, right? And they actually scratch and etch in your head to implant the microchip, whether it's in your forehead or the back. I think there's one behind your ear. All right, but that's all the process and the progress towards the mark of the beast. Okay. right? So you can see where this is going if you have the spiritual understanding.
Con.
Okay, and this is something that they can do in these modern day times. All right. So now let's go to Revelation 13 and 17.
Con. This is Revelation 13 and 17. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right. So you won't. So once this microchip is implemented, all right, you won't be able to buy or sell. So this new system that the beast, all right, and this this new image that this beast is going to set up, this new system, is going to be a system where you have to get a microchip implant in your forehead, under your skin, scratching your skin with a needle or point, or just your hand on your forehead, and it's going to, and one of the main uses is going to be when you need this mark in order to buy and sell. Okay? All right, with your hand.
Yep.
So you're going to have your hand, your forehead, buying and selling. All right? That's what these prophecies are saying. So that's what we're supposed to be looking for. Okay? Now dealing with microchips and computers, that goes into what? Digital. All right? A digital infrastructure. And this digital infrastructure, all right, according to prophecy, is going to have digital money, digital currency. Okay? And these are the things that this system has to move forward to in order to fulfill the scriptures. Okay? So now I want to get into some of these articles. All right? And the first one, all right, I want to get, and I mentioned this in the video I did before that I put up on my other channel. What's that? GMS, the Spirit of Prophecy. And brothers have been sharing this article here about the U.S. dollar collapse. You want to Google that real quick?
Okay, U.S. dollar collapse.
What happened this year? And we're just going to read the 5 points. Because in order for Esau and this system, this beast, NATO, and these governments to introduce a new buying and selling system, they have to destroy the old system, the old system, the old way of buying things and trading with money and goods has to be done away with, you know. Which is why you have countries like Russia, China, Iran moving away from the U.S. dollar and other currencies and stocking up on gold and silver, because they understand that this old system is a dated and really it's a dated and it's really about to be an obsolete system. Okay, and you just get an article.
Yeah, this the one right here where you just. And this says this is from the RT. Posted January 21st, 2020. It says
right, January 21st, that's what, about 2 days ago?
Yep.
All right.
It says
still in January now, but these things is happening, you know. Go ahead.
It says U.S. dollar collapse will happen this year. Gold fund manager tells RT's Kaiser report.
Right. So it says the U.S. dollar collapse is to happen this year, and this is what they're projecting. You know, is what they're seeing. Okay. So read some of that, Baba Pajah.
It says central banks have been buying massive amounts of gold over the last 50 years, purchasing a historic high of 374.1 tons in 2019. The unprecedented shift has been seen by many as a move away from the U.S. dollar. It says the interesting thing, according to Egon Von of GoldSwitzerland.com, is that not every country is buying gold, he told Ortiz, Kaiser report that mainly Eastern central banks have been piling up the shiny metal.
Right, and who's in control of these central banks? The elites.
Yep.
Okay, because they're moving away from this current system. All right, and they're going to move these different they're using these different governments to move away from this current system, which the dollar is the world reserve currency for buying and selling and trading. So these countries are running to buy gold. Because and what that's going to do is that is going to collapse the value, downgrade the value of the U.S. dollar to where it crashes and collapses.
Yep.
But they also understand too that that's going to destroy their own economy. But if they have enough gold and silver, they can introduce a new system. All right. Whether it's and they want it to be based off of gold or silver in order to secure themselves in the coming future.
Yep.
Okay. Let's keep reading.
It says Eastern central banks have been piling up the shiny metal. It says we are talking about Russia and China, Turkey, Poland, and Hungary. It says Russia and China are the ones that are really seeing what's happening. He says they know that the dollar is going to collapse.
Right, and there you go. They know that the dollar is going to collapse because these countries, like I said, they know that there's going to be a new shift in how the world moves economically. Okay, which goes hand in hand with the prophecy. Okay, buying and selling is going to be by this mark now. Okay, it has nothing to do with gold and silver. It's not printed money. Okay, they're moving away from printed money to a digital currency, a new digital money. Okay, all right, because that's the way that they can hold. Well, they're already doing it. Really, technically, we're already here. It's just a matter of actually phasing out, accepting actual paper and coin, monies. Okay.
You have certain like restaurants don't deal with cash, so it's steady fading away. And then when the dollar collapses and they bring in that, the new system of gold, man, they setting up for the transition.
Right. Well, shoot, man, you go to the parking meter in the center, in the city, you're not entering in cash $5, $1 bills. You got to put your card in, or there's some still accept like coins. Okay. Quarters. But it'll say quarters only. So it's not even dimes and nickels. You got to have a card or you got to have quarters. To pay for parking or certain transactions. So they're already phasing out printed money, man. Okay, you can't be that foolish to see, what's actually going on here. If you're a man of the Lord, if you're in the spirit, okay, you got to watch for these things.
That's right.
So now from there, I want to get a scripture, Zephaniah 1:10. Okay. Because this economic collapse is going to happen. Okay. So they can, as Esau says, rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Because they worship, the sun god and the Egyptian god Ra and these heathen, pagan gods, and that's what they want to use to rebirth into their so-called New World Order. All right, and they're going to get so far. Go ahead, Bible.
This is Zephaniah 1:10. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate."
Now, fish gate. Now, when you go into the ancient world, the sailors and the fishermen would have to go to the certain ports and trade their fish, and that's how certain cities' economies, the ones that were on the coast, were based off of. Bring in a certain surplus of fish, and then that's when they'll have the marketplace and they'll trade back and forth, and that will boost up the economy of that city or that country.
That's right.
Okay, but it says there's going to be a cry. Now the modern day fish gate will be what your stock market, where people are coming into for buying and selling. All right, a major hit to the modern day stock market that happened recently in recent years was 9/11, when they just destroyed the old World Trade Center, and now they have the new One World Trade Center. Okay, because they want to make this new One World, New World Order government. You know, but it had everything to do with what? Money and trade.
Yep.
That's what they're attacking.
That's it.
Okay? That's what these elites are attacking. They understand that. Because that's where the power lies. He who controls the money controls the governments. No matter who make the laws.
That's it.
Who they pay whoever they want to put in. That's why Trump is up in there. It ain't because he's a great politician. He was a failed businessman.
Yep.
Okay? But he was the perfect guy to bring America down. All right? As we're seeing is happening right now.
That's right.
All right? But they put in whoever they want, whether he's a politician, reality star, celebrity, whatever. Okay? They have that power and they have that control. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
Right. Now, when you go back to 1929, all right, you had a great economic crash, the Great Depression that happened, all right, and it's almost 100 years later, and this is what we're talking about: another great crash, another collapse of the U.S. dollar. But this time it's going to affect globally, because in 1929 the U.S. dollar wasn't the world reserve currency. That ain't happened till later on, after World War II. So now this is going to be an even greater crash. Go ahead.
It says, "How ye inhabitants of Mektesh."
Right.
It says, "For all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off."
Right. So this monetary system is going to be cut down and cut off, and there's going to be a new system put into place. Okay. Now the world is basically already digital. Okay. It's already moving towards it. Well, it's already there. It's like I said, it's just a matter of the right event to make certain things stick into place. The legislation is already there, and the system and the infrastructure is already there, or it's being developed in certain countries. This whole thing with 5G, all of that's going to be a part of this, man. Okay? So now that we understand that there's a crash coming to change the system, I want to get this next article, Baba Kushai. So now let's go to type in we want to develop digital currencies. And then we're gonna go through these. Well, actually, these articles aren't really even. They're not really even long. They get straight to the point. All right, and you should see CoinDesk pop up. Yep, right there. That one right there.
Oops, down.
I'll go back. Go down. That one right there. Yep. Okay.
All right. So this is CoinDesk. It says CoinDesk. So like that's a deck. CoinDesk. This is January 8th, 2020. It says ECB's Lagarde, we want to develop digital currencies, but won't discourage private initiatives. All right. It says the European Central Bank is eager to expand its role in developing central bank digital currencies.
Right. So this is what they want to do. And Europe is a part of NATO, all right, which America's a part of, which makes up the beast. They want to move towards digital currencies. Everybody's talking about the government developing, these governments developing, and we prophesied that. We said that. Bitcoin is going to give you people investing in Bitcoin. No, these governments are going to invest in these digital currencies, and they're going to be the ones to institute how these monetary systems move, man. Okay. Go ahead, Baba Bashar.
It says, but that doesn't mean private enterprises can't join the party, says President Lagarde, Christine Lagarde. It says, in an interview Wednesday with French Business Magazine, challenges Lagarde reiterated the ECB wants to play an active role in cryptocurrencies.
Right, so these governments, which is the European Central Bank, want to play an active role in these new digital currencies. Okay.
It says, as businesses and individuals make more cross-border payments round the clock.
Right, so because these small businesses, they got their little Bitcoin machine, and you people out there, you individuals investing in cryptocurrency, all right, all on the internet, talking about investing this and investing that, and Bitcoin and all these different currencies. Okay, the government's going to step in and say, no, we got this. We're going to introduce it. We're going to take control of it. Okay. Go ahead.
It says Lagarde said the bank would continue looking into the feasibility and merits of the CBDC. Lagarde, who previously said the ECB should be ahead of the curve when it comes to CBDCs, added the banks does not want to stand in the way of cryptocurrency created outside its sphere.
Sphere, like a sphere.
Sphere. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a hard word to say.
It says the prospects of central bank incentives should neither discourage nor crowd out private market-led solutions for fast and efficient retail payments in the Euro era, she said.
Okay. So jump down to where it says the global interest.
Okay, it says global interest in CBDCs came soon after the unveiling of Facebook Libra in the summer.
Yeah, Facebook has a digital currency called Libra.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
It says, although the People's Bank of China has been working on its digital yuan for years.
Right, so China, Europe, okay, all these countries are getting involved in digital currency now. Go ahead.
It says officials only started, how you pronounce that? Divulging information on its late last summer, reportedly concerned private initiatives could take market share before the government currency launch.
Right, so they want these government currencies to be the top dog. Okay? Because guess what? This dollar, this paper money, this dollar world reserve currency is going to crash according to biblical prophecy. Okay? Now let's sit on that one. All right, because that's the point on there. Right? So now, let's get to where the world be using digital money. You'll see if in London, when it pops up. Because that's what's going to be happening. That's going to happen soon. The world is going to move towards exclusively. And we're talking about this because the world's already, we're already using digital money. the money you got in your bank is nothing but, there was a report that Brothers had put out basically a few weeks ago. It may have been me. I may put that shit up with Brothers, but basically this woman, she looked at her bank account and saw that she had thousands of dollars in her bank account, and then she contacted the bank and said, "Oh, somebody made a clerical error." That's that easy. You know, you may accidentally put, 2 more zeros than you need to, double tap a number, and instead of having $200, you got 2,200, or you got 22,000. That type of clerical error. Because that's all money is anyway. It's just an entry in a computer. Okay, you don't need. People don't even use dollars like that, cash. Okay. You'll go throughout your day, throughout the week. It may be 1 or 2 weeks before you have to really pull, $20 to $40 out of the ATM, to pay for something. And that's fact. Okay.
Hey, most of the time you pulling out cash really just to pay for parking.
Yeah, if that, if that. Or you might,
you ain't pulling out cash like that.
I mean, people still use it, but that's only for right now. Okay.
So this the one right here, right?
No.
Oh, that ain't. Oh, okay.
But that's a good one though. That one right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Financial news. January the 8th, 2020. It says 2019 began. Yeah. Digital money. Okay. It says 2019 began with crypto market at a low EBB. It says the price.
Yeah, ebb, like ebb and flow.
Oh, okay, ebb. Okay.
Pushing back and push forward.
Yeah.
Go up. Go ahead.
It says the price of Bitcoin, which had ballooned to almost 20,000 by the end of 2017, had collapsed to less than 4,000. Meanwhile, an initial coin offering a lightly regulated method of raising capital in exchange for tokens with limited rights had all but dried up with many of the smaller crypto coins they had spawned.
Right. Go back and read the title again.
The title is digital. Oh no. The title is "Will the World Be Using Digital Money by 2030?" Finances bosses have their say.
Okay, read that right under it.
And then it says regulators and institutions are moving to instill greater confidence and infrastructure in the growing market, digital money.
Right. So that's what they're moving toward. They want to introduce this new digital money infrastructure, develop it, and that's basically what these marketers are going to move to. Okay? All right? And they're projecting between, within this next decade. Okay? So it's not going to be too long of a time before you start to see more and more of your cash transactions being phased out. Okay? You got all the articles there?
Yeah.
Let me see. Go up. Oh, you got. Oh, shoot! I can't get all the articles in this one. I don't know how you got that one. Okay.
What is right there? To read? Oh, it won't.
Yeah. See, it won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. But
You
that's
know
what they want to do.
Cause they tell you they want you to make an account with them to get the financial news. You probably been on the site. I probably ain't been on the site.
Oh, okay.
So they.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But nah, that's another phone. Well, nah, that is your phone.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's probably what it is.
Okay.
But
That's fine.
you wanted me to read another paragraph?
I don't know what the rest of it
Oh,
says.
okay,
So if you see
okay.
something, you see something, but you know, regardless, you know, this is what they want to do. They want to move everything towards digital money. Okay, now it's all about putting that digital money on a device that will allow the public, the people, to access it more easily. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, and then hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom, G-Mess Arna, Baha Detroit. There's a movie that is currently on Netflix called Mind Games. It promotes microchip technology and brain implant. Okay, well, that'd be something, you know, to check out. You know, because this is what they want to do. All right? They want to move, from, you know, this dollar bill and these paper rubles and these paper yuan and this, you know, these paper pounds, and they want to move towards something that they can control from a central database. And these governments are all on board, and they have these different tech companies like Google and Facebook and Apple to push it. Okay? Now, let me see. So we finished that. So now let's go to this one here. New York will launch its own digital currency. Okay, type that one in. And then we got one more after that. And then we'll close. That's maybe about 15 more minutes.
New York, what was that last? You said?
New York will launch its own digital currency. You know? Telling you, man. And all this information is coming out, has came out earlier this month. You know? Because this is prophecy. Okay? Last year was what? 2019, the year of Karabla. And coming into January 2020, all right, the year of prophecy, this is what these global investors are talking about. These monetary regulators and editors and these economic analysts, this is what they're talking about. Collapsing the dollar and, yeah, that's it right there. Okay? And then moving towards these digital currencies being implemented by these central banks. Okay? So go ahead, read that, bro.
Okay, this is the daily HODL. It's January 8, 2020. It's
January, is it? All the information came out January.
Yep.
That first week, because everybody was talking about what? The strike on Soleimani, and they was talking about World War III was trending, which is good information. That's all, you know, wars and rumors of wars too. But this is also what they were talking about, and this information that was, you know, coming out during that same time. I actually had these articles since about that time, but you know, the Spirit hit me now to do it.
Bring them out.
You
That's
know?
it. Shit. It says,
you know, gotta watch for these things.
that's right. The title reads, New York will launch its own digital currency if this proposal passes. Okay.
So there you go. There you go.
Yeah. You know, it says a pair of state lawmakers and a Cornell Law school professor are teaming up to push a proposal that would establish a statewide public alternative to banking in New York as well as state digital currency.
Right, so there you go. So New York State wants to have its own digital currency. It's not just Europe, it's not just China and these other countries. It's over here in the U.S. too, Babylon the Great. All right, and you know if New York does it, everybody in the U.S. gonna do it.
Following, yep.
Okay, everybody else gonna follow.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says nationwide, more than 15 million American adults lack bank accounts in 2017.
Right. Oh, so you don't have a bank account. Oh, you're homeless.
Yep.
You don't have a home.
Yep.
Oh, you are in the system. That's okay. Okay. We have a system in place for you,
Just
a
for
government program, a state program for you to get yourself involved into. That's what they're going to do.
Yep.
And the venture's going to be made mandatory, man. Okay. That can be for now. The state can do this because these individual states are their own governments and they're really their own countries. But they're all under the federal authority of the United States. Okay?
Yep, that's why you have state laws. Certain laws are, you know, it's different from, you go to another state, that law is different from
Yep.
the state that you live in.
That's
you know?
right.
But a lot of people don't know that. It says, 27, it says, according to data from the U.S. government's Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the reasons vary, ranging from personal choice of a host of prohibitive factors, like lack of personal identification and unemployment.
Oh, okay. Lack of personal identification. So you don't have an ID.
Yeah.
You don't have employment.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We have this microchip for you,
Kind.
and it has money on there,
Yep.
and you're going to be placed into this new New York State digital system to where you can be a productive member of our society.
Kind.
This is the new war. This is what they're doing.
Kind.
Okay. Go ahead.
It says personal identification and unemployment or lack of an ability to afford minimum balances and or transport to banks during working hours.
So, oh, right.
Convenience.
Right.
Convenience.
Convenience. Or you can't get to a bank. And there's been times when I've been at the job and you only got so many, you know, your break is only so long,
Right.
you know. You know, you might take a lunch break, you gotta eat, but then you gotta go to the bank. You know, you might have to call, you know, like a certain office or something, you know, but you only got so much time. Oh, well, they'll just, you know, take care of everything for you. Okay? Read that next part about
Yeah, okay. It says Robert Hackett, who joined Cornell's law faculty in 2004, has created a proposal on the topic of creating a state payment platform and currency in New York that aims to how you pronounce that word?
or alleviate
economic issues for individuals and small businesses without bank accounts.
Ooh, so that's Jake written all over that.
That's it.
Because Jake go through the most economic hardships because of the curses.
Yep.
So here it is, you know, you're on Section 8 or you're on whatever they have in New York State or really whatever state, you know, welfare programs. And in order for you to you know, or you're just getting out of prison, okay, they can enroll you in this program, all right, because you're going, or you're going through economic hardships, which a lot of our people do. They go through financial hardships. They have a new state digital currency. They're going to give you your identification, you know, and they're going to you know, help you out to get you a better job, okay, all right, and there was another article, I'm not going to get it, that brothers put in the group earlier in the camp. You know, they shared with brothers about, they have a microchip that's so small, it's what, the size of a grain of sand. And they can put information on that. But then you got this guy, Dang. So, but then you got this so-called camp leader in Texas, Bishop Jephthah, okay? One body Yahweh Shai saying that they can't put information from a microchip or information of a you know, like a computer, like a tetrabyte or megabyte, gigabyte, saying that they can't put that information on a microchip because it's too small. Well, information and data is just that. It's just information. It's nothing to make the microchip that small, and they're already doing it.
Yep.
But this shows the lack of competence. All right, a lot of you Israelite leaders, okay, you're incompetent, and you get these incompetent followers that listen to everything you say instead of looking these things up and seeing how does it line up with prophecy. Okay, a lot of you are about to really feel the pressure from Yahweh Shai when it comes down to teaching this truth, man. Okay, the Lord's going to separate His men from those that are not His men.
That's right.
All right, And if your followers want to stay following you and talk about GMS, whatever, fine. Okay, Yahweh Shai and said in the Gospels that the blind lead the blind, and they both gonna fall into a ditch. So y'all all gonna be destroyed. So it really don't matter.
That's right.
Okay, but the elect are going to be delivered because they listen to what the prophets are saying.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna skip the next verse, but the other little part is
Okay.
good right here. This
That's cool.
because the next paragraph is going into the bill that he's proposing, but the
Mm-hmm.
next paragraph says the platform would establish a system of individual digital wallets linked to a master account according to the draft law, and would eventually facilitate everyday transactions. The chill.
There you go. There you go. It would facilitate everyday transactions, put you in a system linked to a master account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
From your personal, and it's all going to be a part of that system. Okay. You know. And we're in that time, man. We're in that time where these prophecies are being fulfilled, and it's not really you Israelites, you really ain't got nothing else to say. You know, a lot of you naysayers out there, but you know we're just bringing out the information. Okay. I want to get a scripture real quick.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I've been bringing this out a lot. My own videos, but the Spirit, I'm gonna bring it out. Okay.
Finish this song while you grab it.
Yeah, come.
I finished. It says individual wallets would offer value storage and enable money transfers between other individuals and state entitles, and they would not be subject to fees.
There you go. Right. Hey, so you won't be able to buy and sell, save he that had the mark.
Right.
Okay. Or the number of his name. Okay. Right. Unless you're a part of this, that's what the scriptures say. Bible, try to read that again. Revelation 13 and 17.
This is Revelation 13 and 17. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark,
right, the microchip,
or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right, so you got to be a part of the system.
That's right.
They're going to enroll you in the system, and when they make the microchip mandatory, you're going to take their mark. Okay? And this is just New York State. So imagine, because that's going to trickle down to the tri-state area, you know, Connecticut, Jersey. All right, you're gonna hit Rhode Island. You're gonna be up there in Boston, you know, in Massachusetts rather, Vermont, on down to the rest of the 50 states, man. Okay, the territories, especially with Puerto Rico and the turmoil. That's a territory of U.S. Okay, it's gonna be, you know, everywhere, man. And these other countries in their own system, the EU, over there in Asia, they're already setting up their own digital currencies and systems. And it's all going to be linked to this master account that the master himself, Esau, is going to be in control of. Okay? So now I'm going to read this precept. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 3. It says, for the vision, which is the prophecy, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And so it's speaking now. So this is how we know that we're at the end. Okay? It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So we know we're not lying to you. We're not making this up. We're taking what these reports that they're bringing out and we're linking it to scriptures and we're reporting on it. Okay? As the messengers and servants of the Lord that we are. Okay? And we're supposed to. It says, though it tarry, wait for it. Though it seems like it's taking a long time. Okay? Wait for it. It says, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So it's going to surely come. These things are sure. Okay? These prophecies are coming to pass, and there's a limited amount of time that Esau has that he can actually execute this prophecy. You know? Revelation 12 and 12. You want to get that? And then, was that the main point on that?
Yeah, that was on the article. Yeah, that was the main point on that.
Okay. And then I got one more.
All right, kind. I'll read this one before we get it. It's
Yeah,
Revelation
yep.
12 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
That's right. So the Lord is putting Esau's mind in the spirit to get things done as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because these devils, these Edomites, and these elite bankers, they know they have a short time. So they're going to come down with wrath. They're going to cause all kind of turmoil and chaos in the world, which they're doing now,
Mm-hmm.
in order to give you a solution. That's their order out of chaos
Mm-hmm.
that these elites go by.
Correct.
Okay? They're going to give you an order and a systematic structure, but it's going to lead to their agenda. Okay, and they're going to create the crises in the world that's going to move and push the people towards that prescribed solution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Kind.
you know, which is their new world agenda, and to get everybody chipped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's go from there to Amazon. Wants to turn your hand into a credit card. Okay, that'll be the last article. Okay. All right. So I went through this. You know, I gave you privacy, and then I told you, you know, about what's going to happen, buying and selling in the system, and that the system is going to crash, and then what they're trying to do. Okay, to introduce a new digital system that they're going to have all your information tied into. That's the prophecy of Revelation 13 chapter. Going into this new beast that's going to emerge, and it's going to eventually culminate in them causing everybody to take this mark. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And this prophecy is going to happen soon. It should be CNBC.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. Okay, kind. This is CNBC, January the 18th, 2020.
Right, so 10 years after all the other, 10 days after
10
all
days.
the other,
Yep.
other articles.
It
all right?
says Amazon reportedly wants to turn your hand into a credit card.
And really, all I gotta do is read. Shoot, that's it. Okay. Take your hand, like you said in the prophecy.
Yep.
All right. So you can use your hand to buy and sell.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind.
You want to turn your hand into a credit card. Okay.
Kind.
Go ahead. All right.
It says key points. Technology giant Amazon is working to allow customers to connect their credit card information to their hands. The Wall Street Journal reports.
There you go. And this is all in mainstream
Yep.
media news outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Kind. It says the company has reportedly begun working with Visa on testing out the terminals and has discussed the project with MasterCard, J.P. Morgan Chase.
Mm-hmm. Which are the elite banking families.
Yep.
Okay. And they're banks. Go ahead.
Mhm.
The private banks.
Wells Fargo
Yep.
and Synchron. How you pronounce that one?
Synchrony Financial.
Synchrony Financial.
Mm-hmm.
It says Amazon has already filed a patent for a.
Patent. They already filed a patent.
Mhm.
Yep.
It says for a non-contact biometric identification system.
Right, so they already got the biometric system that Amazon wants to introduce.
Yep.
They already have these Amazon Go grocery stores being set up.
Mhm.
Okay, non-contact.
Mhm.
You know, you just swipe your hand. It's like you swipe on your phone. Swipe.
Yep.
See, they already put that in your hand.
Mhm.
Swipe left. Swipe right.
Yep.
Swipe up.
Yep.
Swipe down on your phone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
You take your debit or credit card. Insert your chip.
Mhm.
It's there, man.
Yep.
It's there.
Kind.
Okay, it's there.
Kind.
All right, it's just a matter of it coming to pass.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
It says that It says that the biometric identification system that features a hand scanner
Hand
to
scanner.
produce a picture of a person's palm.
Right, and they're gonna scan your palm, and eventually they're gonna scan your microchip. Okay, go ahead. You know, or read. How.
It says technology giant Amazon is working to allow customers to connect their credit card. Oh, you know what? We read the key points of the article.
Right,
That's
right,
what
right.
we read, the key
Right,
points.
right.
Now we're getting into the article itself.
Right, actual information.
Yeah, so-
more information. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says technology giant Amazon is working to allow customers to connect their credit card information to their hands so that they can scan for purchases with their palms and check out areas in physical stores. People
Oh,
familiar.
they already got self checkout.
Yep.
Self checkout. A lot of people,
Yeah.
man, you go into Walmart or
Yep.
these different grocery stores,
Mhm.
and everybody's in the self checkout line.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I done went to the grocery store, I done had 2 or 3 items,
Mhm.
and I gotta wait behind 8 people
Yep.
in the self checkout line.
Mhm.
But then you go to the regular cashier checkout,
Mhm.
and it's one person working, but
Right.
they got 3 lanes open.
Right.
Okay, because they're getting you geared towards this microchip implant. You
That's
scanning your stuff, you scanning your hand,
That's
and you
it.
go.
Yep.
Okay, like Amazon Go.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
just
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
know?
It got a picture up there. The Amazon Go is when they released that in May 7th, 2019.
Mhm.
You know, and it got you showing the people that's in the store, Amazon Go store. You know, but
Mhm.
back to the article, it says while Amazon's plan is in the early stages, the company has reportedly begun working with Visa on testing out the terminals and has discussed the project with MasterCard, JP Morgan, Chase,
Mhm.
Wells Fargo, and Syncron, how you pronounce it again? Synchrony Financial. It says the company previously filed a patent for patent for a non-contact biometric identification system that features a hand scanner to produce a picture of a person's palms. The news.
Right, because they're trying to get closer and closer to personal identification. You know, they say everybody has a different palm, a different fingerprint.
Yeah, kind.
A different iris.
Kind.
So that's what they're trying to get. And
Mhm.
then once they figure out that, that's not working as good, they're gonna say, well, you know what? We're just gonna give you a microchip. Can't nobody steal your microchip.
Right.
You know.
You know.
If somebody can cut your hand off, as long as your fingerprints and your palm is intact, they can, buy whatever they need to buy.
Kind.
You know.
Kind.
But with a microchip, you need that electricity and that blood flowing through your body in order for it to. So it's gonna be kind of hard to use a microchip, even though you cut somebody's hand off.
Kind. Kind.
So that will, they want to be more secure.
Mhm.
However, for them it makes sense. Put it like that.
Yeah.
It makes sense to the devil. Go ahead.
It says the news offers a look into Amazon's ideas on transferring the way people shop in the brick and mortar stores.
Right, and see now and I've been doing the videos about them shutting down these brick and mortar stores, Macy's and Toys R Us and these different stores going out of business, filing bankrupt. But that's because they're setting up this digital infrastructure. Okay, and then certain stores are shut down for a time, and then they're reintroducing with a whole new they got this online shopping. Okay. And then they have it now to where you can purchase things on your phone at the online shop. Well, if you got the microchip, they already have RFIDs in your microphone and NFCs. In your smartphone and NFCs in your smartphone. and they got these fingerprint scanners and these eye scanners. You know, your phone is basically already a microchip reader.
That's what it is.
You know, like so you can go to an online store and they'll just say, you know, tap. Well, people are already doing that. They're using their microchip implant to tap to their smartphone,
Yep.
and they can unlock the phone and they can get into the games and photos and social media and Facebook and all that. But they're gonna do that for you know, you download the app. You know, if you download the Amazon Go app, and even if you don't want to go to the store, you can swipe your hand on the the reader on your smartphone, and then they'll just have some robot deliver your food to your house like Uber Eats. This is the system. This is the world that they want to create, and they're going to use convenience to sucker you people in. Sucker. Okay? Like that movie, I'm going to get you, sucker. Esau going to get you, sucker. Okay?
Right.
Because if you take the chip, the Lord going to get you. Okay? Because y'all a bunch of suckers for trusting in Esau. You know? Go ahead.
It says the company already has major plans to expand its Amazon Go stores, which allow shoppers to buy without cashiers or checkouts, as well as its voice payment service called Amazon Pay. Amazon will have and they just launched that last year, and they already working on the ways of improving it. It says Amazon will have.
Because they know they got a short time.
That's
to
it.
Get it done.
Amazon will have to address concerns from car issues and customers over how terminals would detect fraud and the amount of personal information the company will receive from the scanners.
Right. So once they work out how they're gonna get the information, get it back, have a chance, work out the kinks, then that's when they're gonna say, well, you know what, Amazon Go is a go. Let's go. Okay? Come in, shop, and go. You know? That's what they're gonna do. All right, no pun intended. Go ahead.
Well, there's some more. I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's it.
Yep.
So there you go. All right? So yeah, this digital money, the mark of the beast is upon us. Esau has a short time to get his New World Order agenda established as he wants it. And, or at least in the stages, because the Lord is eventually going to, take this man out, But with that, we're going to end it there. We hope this was edifying, man. Prophecies is popping off in a big way. Okay? And there's no telling, what's going to happen, within the next week. Because I said that last week, I think I said, what's going to happen next week? And now you got this whole big thing with the coronavirus. So, to the spirit, I'll say it again. Don't tell them what's going to happen in the next week. We got one more week before January's out. And it could be something else. But yeah, so with that, like I said, we hope it was an edifying lesson. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shai. Want to give all praises, all glory, and all honors unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. And shalom to the elect.
Shalom.